Hi everyone, welcome to CloudSec Network. In today's video, we are going to be deploying Kubernetes Security Lab, also known as Kubernetes Goat, using Kind. My name is Joel Omoni, a cybersecurity consultant with focus in DevSecOps, application security, and security operations. I have close to a decade years of experience delivering cybersecurity solutions and services to clients in various sectors. Kubernetes has become the de facto standard for container orchestration. According to recent reports, over 60% of organizations have adopted Kubernetes, with adoption rates continuing to rise. Its ability to automate deployment, scaling, and management of containerized applications makes it an essential tool for modern IT infrastructure. However, with great power comes great responsibilities. Misconfigurations and vulnerabilities can lead to significant security incidents, including data breaches and unauthorized access. Implementing robust measures such as role-based access controls, network policies, and encryption is crucial to protect your Kubernetes environment. Now, let's set up Kubernetes Goat with Kind.
So what is Kind? Kind allows us to run a local Kubernetes cluster for testing and learning purposes. So let's navigate to the documentation we have on Kubernetes Goat. So you can come on this website by just pulling out your Google and searching for Kubernetes Goat. Alright, and here we have it. Just click on this. Alright, yeah, so get started. Then let's go to how to run and just follow the documentation. So we want to run this with Kind. Just click on Kind and I will read through the prerequisite of things we need to have on our systems for us to be able to run this lab. So the first thing is you have Kind installed and set up locally in your system. So we need to first install Kind. So how can we go about that? Let's refer to the docs. And I want to put this forward. In everything we are doing today, we need Docker to run everything. So that means we need to have Docker running on our local system. So with that, let's first download Docker Desktop. So you can easily come to your Google and search Docker Desktop, right? Then we can download that. Just come to Docker Desktop. Then you download Docker Desktop. You can do AMD. So this will be the seamless way for us to run Docker. You can always download the terminal version of Docker for it to run within your terminal. But let's go with Docker Desktop. When you have it running, then you can easily do something. So just wait while it runs. But I have this installed on my laptop before. So let's just go and download it. Let's just go ahead and install it. So when you have it fully downloaded on your laptop, you can just double click on the installer file. So you just follow the default settings, right? Just click proceed and go on. But I have this installed and I have Docker desktop updated on my laptop, so I will just close this. So now I have Docker installed on my laptop, right? And so to proceed, we read in documentation that we need to install Kind. So here we are, Kind. We come on and let's say quick start. So we need to install something more for us to be able to easily set up this thing seamlessly. So we will be installing Kind with a package manager, which is Chocolately. Chocolately is just like a package manager that when you have it running on your system, you can easily install any application just by doing Choco install the name of the application. So now let's just go to the package of packages, which is Kind. Let's click it to open in a new tab. And yeah, just click on your Chocolately. If you don't have Chocolately installed on your laptop before, just install Chocolately direct. So you click on this and you come here. So when we install this, you need to know if your system is ready to have it. You need to check for the security checks that might be restricting you from installing this thing because we'll be using advanced privilege. So just go to your home and type PowerShell, right? Then run as administrator. Yes, we want to run as administrator. So you see, we have to run this policy to know if we get restricted or not. So if we get restricted, it will give us another command for us to test. So let's see. Copy, paste, and enter. So we have restricted, right? So if it returns restricted, then let's run this. Copy. So we just say yes, right? So let's do Y and click on enter. Because helps your scripts to run, do not trust. So, or at the same time, we can do this. So after doing that, we can just copy this command to install Chocolately and just paste then we run it. So let's wait while this runs. Hola. So we have Chocolately installed. So to confirm if Chocolately is really installed, let's do this Choco, right? Let's type Choco. Oh yeah, we have Choco installed already. So what we need to do now is for us to use Choco to install kind. So we can just do Choco install kind and so we are installing, and by installing you accept license for packages. Can install. Okay, so we have kind on our laptop already, right? So for us to confirm that, let's do kind version for us to be sure we have it. So let's say kind version. Yeah, we have kind installed. So the first stage is setting. So now let's go to the documentation for Kubernetes code and see what next we need to have. So ensure you have cluster admin. So also you have to install kubectl in the path. So now because we've installed Docker desktop, indirectly we have kubectl installed in the laptop. So for you to confirm this, you can come to your directory, right? You can come to your PC, click on local. You definitely when you install Docker desktop, you will have it on your under your program files. So this you click on program files, then you come under Docker, right? Then you come to resources, you click on bin. So you look for all these parts, right? So you see we have kubectl installed. So kubectl is like an API that is used to input command to a Kubernetes cluster. So it speaks directly to the master nodes, right? So this is what gives us the capability for us to be able to interact with the cluster node when the Kubernetes code has been set up. So for this, in some cases, right, for us to confirm kubectl, you can come, sorry, I'll be changing my terminal now. So I'll be using my git bash, which is because I love Linux compatible terminal, right? So I will go with this one. So for us to confirm if truly this kubectl is live on our system, so we can just do kubectl, right? Kubectl version. Okay, so you see that we have the version. So it brings out the version. That means kubectl is installed on your laptop. But in the case where you don't have kubectl installed on your when you don't see kubectl here, or if you see it here and you are not able to see the version from here, just know that it doesn't reflect under your environment variable. So I will just quickly tell you how you can check that. So if this, yeah, so you just come and say environments, right? So you come to your environment and do setting, no, not settings. You come to your environment and do environment variables. Then you come to your path, right? This is paths. You double click on path under your system variables. Then these are the paths. So that means you need to put it in your path. But for me, because I was able to ping it, you see that I already have it on under my path. So you see, I have it here. No, I have it here. So you should reference the folder, not the terminal itself. When you reference the folder, automatically all the extensions, executables that are here, you'll be able to issue the command anywhere you are on the system. So in this case, where you don't have it here, you can just come here and copy this terminal and just do new, and you will input it here. Then you click your OK and OK, apply, then you leave. So that is by the way. All right. So now we have kubectl set up on our system. So what next do we need to have? We need to ensure that we have Helm package installed on our system as well. So in this case, let's refer to the documentation. You can open a new tab and let's see. Okay, so now we are on Helm project. So all we need to do now is install right? So let's install it through. Should we do package manager as well? Okay, let's just do package manager, right? So since we already have Choco installed, so we just do copy, right? And go to our PowerShell. So when we just click on PowerShell, then we just do this. Then we click enter. So now Chocolately is installed. Okay, it's installing the following packages. So now Chocolately is installing. Let's wait while we have everything set up. Alright, so do you want to run the script? Yes, let's just proceed with yes. So it's loading. We have 23% progress, 30%. We're already downloading Helm. Alright, yeah, we have downloaded successfully. So now let's go back to our documentation. So to confirm this, let's do version, right? So I come to my favorite terminal again. Then I do version. Let's see. Wow. So we have Helm installed on the laptop already. So that's great. So I think we have all the prerequisites we need to run Kubernetes Goat all set up, right? So the next thing we need to do now is to go to our GitHub, go to Kubernetes Goat GitHub and clone this repo. So I won't clone directly from this command. I want us to see this from. So we can easily even go to Google, right? Or okay, I think Git. Okay, let's just do Google and click on. Okay, Kubernetes Goat, right? Okay, yeah, we are. So just click on the GitHub project. Then here is Kubernetes Code. So what we can just easily do is just to copy this code from here. Let's copy. So this is the same thing that we have here, all right? And we go to our terminal. So you just navigate to the folder where you want to have this. So here is myself. So I'm under my documents, CSN and K8 folder. So I will just do git clone, then paste. Then you click enter. So let's wait while we clone the Kubernetes code. So it's cloning. So we are at 30% download. So yours shouldn't take up to this time, but I have a poor network at this moment. Okay, so we are up to 92% download. Oh, voila, we have it here. So to see what we just cloned, Let's do ls. Okay, here we have the Kubernetes goals. We are still following the documentation. Hope my terminal is clear. Oh, okay, I've increased the font size. Um, yes. So let's go to our documentation. Then we need to navigate to the folder for setup, right? Because we want to use Kubernetes kind, like we are using literally using Kubernetes kind. So let's just navigate to the folder, cd Kubernetes goes, then we do ls. So let's navigate to the platform. So let's say cd platform. Then we list what we have under. Okay, you see, we can set up with AWS and we can set up with, but we've prepared our laptop, our system for kind, right? So let's navigate to kind setup. So let's say cd kind setup. Then let's do ls. See, we have, so what we have here, and we'll run this script, right? Set up kind cluster. So just do this setup, right? Then you click enter. Kind is installed, checking all the prerequisites, all good. Docker is installed, all good. Then now creating Kubernetes cluster with the Helm. So just while this is downloading, so Helm is just like a package manager for Kubernetes, right? For a containerized infrastructure. So that's what Helm is. All right, yeah, we have it. So let's see what next we need to do. I think now we need to access. Okay, we have the environment running, right? Successfully deployed Kubernetes loads. Have fun learning. So we have our lab set up already. So for us to now interact with it and for us to see the IP address to each scenarios we will need to be tackling, we will now run the bash for access Kubernetes. But this is sitting on the root folder. So let's do ls. So let's see if it's there. Okay, it's not there. So let's do a cd, a step back and do ls. Okay, let's do one more step back, then list. Okay, so we have it here. So we need to run this script, access Kubernetes Goat, for us to be able to start interacting with it as described, as specified over there. So let's say access Kubernetes Goat.sh, then enter. Alright, so kubectl wants to access, private network. So let's do allow, because so indirectly our laptop is serving as a server for us to run this application at the moment. So let's do that for us to run the lab. So now we have it set up already. So let's interact with it from, we'll just see the interface from this IP address, right? So this is our local IP then with our port number. So let's paste and do. Alright, so we are get set. We've set up our Kubernetes lab correctly. You can do lab on sensitive keys in code base, right? So this is like capture the flag, right? You can do on container escape to the whole system. A lot of lab that you can see and see how best practice is supposed to be followed. So we've come to the end of the lab. So for you to interact more and even see the way some of these concepts have been addressed, you can come to your documentation and just navigate to learning Kubernetes, getting started. I mean scenarios, right? So you see sensitive keys in code base, welcome. So here you can see what you need to look out for, hints and spoilers, giving you ideas on how you can go about achieving this thing. And better still, you understand, still showing you how you can work your way in seeing this. So this is the best Kubernetes lab, security lab so far that I've seen, and I wish you can interact with more of these scenarios and learn more on the security misconfigurations within Kubernetes environments.